Hello and welcome to Learn English with Wordle for Monday the 11th of April 2022. It's a start to the week, rather a different week here in Thailand, a kind of relaxed week or maybe a crazy couple of days before the new year starts here. I'm going to start today's word guess with a very easy word, but I want to give you a couple of seconds to think about this because here's a spoiler. If you do the Guardian quick crossword, which I like to do, you get some nice clues sometimes, some lovely clues sometimes, and I tell you that sometimes they make me laugh. So there was a clue this morning, spoiler alert coming up, there was a clue this morning, the clue was garden creeper. And I was looking at it and thinking, I can't think what kind of plant this is, because when you assume garden creeper, you're imagining, ivy or some plant that, wraps itself around a trellis or something like that. No. The answer was, any idea? Snail. I loved it. I laughed out loud, which I often do actually when playing the Guardian crossword. Some of the setters are very humorous. So a snail is a very slow moving creature, right, with a large shell. I have them in my garden out here, quite a lot of them actually. Of course it's a countable noun, and we often refer to people in a kind of as a snail, using a metaphor. Oh yeah, she's a snail when it comes to typing or something like that, meaning very slow at doing that thing. And I can attest the snails in my garden are very slow. Of course, a delicacy in France. But it does have two vowels in it, and it has an S, so let's see if it helped. Oh, the S helped. And the A helped too. The S is in the right place. So it looks like it could be a word beginning with S-A, doesn't it? That's quite a popular way of... I know what, let's have the word saber, shall we? Oops. Now, a saber is a type of sword. I think it's a kind of Russian sword, but I imagine so. But I think, it's a heavy sword anyway, a saber. It's not a kind of a light fencing thing. So, of course, that's a countable noun. Let's see if that gives us anything. No, the A is in the wrong place, and none of the other letters were applicable. So, now what to do? So then... could it end in an A? Is it a letter that ends in an A? Well, the only word that I can think of very easily is sauna, but then that would mean the second A was still correct, so that can't be right. I have a feeling the A is going to be in the fourth position. So we're looking at... I'm going to need to write this down, but grab my glasses. Hold on. Didn't need to don't know whether I need them today. S blank blank A blank, I think. Can't be steam because we don't have an E. It's quite an unusual position for an A, I think. The other vowels that we haven't tried, if we need another vowel, which we may... Oh, I was thinking this was going to be very a quick game, but maybe not. S has a lot of combinations, doesn't it? S-T, S-H, S-P, lots of possibilities. Spear? No, can't be. No E, no R. So that means I'm going to need to write down these letters. Excuse me then, while I write down the possible letters. How about Q? Do you know what I'm just thinking? We have never used the Q. Since I started playing, we have never used the Q. So maybe it's time for a Q. Maybe, and I'm going to say something that I don't know if this is kind of considered to be offensive nowadays or not. But I'm going to have a guess at the word squaw. Right, which is an Indian, as in Native American, wife or woman, I think. Now, I remember it from the cowboy movies of old, from when I was a kid. Not that I watch many cowboy movies, but I do remember it. So this is very unusual because, look, the Q and the W are very unlikely to be used. But, they may just be trying to lull us into a false sense of, oh. Damn. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be like them to just, let us... well, how about that? So what is it then? Oh, it's got to be squat, right? S-Q-U-A-T. Now, squat is interesting. Oh, by the way, of course, squat was a countable noun, right? Now, squat is both verb and noun. I don't know if Americans use this term, but anyway, it's a nice... British English noun, but first of all, as a verb, to squat, which means to sit down on your leg, sit down by bending your knees, crouch down, that kind of thing. Now, there has been lots of debate recently over whether squat toilets are healthier than traditional Western toilets where you have a seat. When I first came to Thailand, squat toilets were everywhere. And nowadays they have mostly been replaced by Western toilets with a seat. But there are some places where you can still find them. But now there is some debate amongst researchers as to whether or not squatting is actually a better position for, passing your stool. Let's put it like that. And, healthier for the bowel. So we don't know. Now, a squat as a countable noun is a place where people live for free. They do not own the house, they do not pay rent, but they break into somebody else's house which is unoccupied and live there. And if you are a squatter, a person living there, you have some rights in the UK. Although I think those rights have probably been curtailed since I lived there. Anyway, I think it must be. Oh, it's not. After me telling you for ages and ages. Oh, it must be squad. We haven't had a D yet, right? Okay. I was rather hoping it was going to be that. It must be squad. So a squad is a countable noun. It's a group of things, a group of people, sorry, I should say, like a police squad or something like that. Come on. Yeah, okay. All right, okay. It took us quite a few guesses to get there, but a nice, interesting game, I thought, today. That's it. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.